7 at 4 on your hometown station, WDBJ 7.
Hey now, welcome back to 7 at 4, the Sounds of the Mountains Storytelling Festival, all to support Camp Bethel is returning, and it is just a few weeks away. So joining me today is the camp director, Barry Lenore. Welcome to the show, Barry.
Thanks for having me here. You know, a long time ago, in an alternate universe called Roanoke in 1977, before the internet, before Walmart, even before Big Lots.
Whoa. It's a long time ago.
There was only one department store that every kid got the catalog for and waited all year long to circle the things they would get for Christmas. And that department store was called Best.
That's where we are.
I remember.
And that's where this studio sits now, actually, right across the road. And boy, oh boy, it brought back memories of wanting to go to Best department store. And that's the kind of, intro to a story that, old people like me can relate to, and then attend the Sounds of the Mountains Festival on April 8 and 9.
And you've sold me on the storytelling now. I'm sold. Barry asked permission if he could do that, and I said, we'll see. He's like, what do you mean we'll see?
I didn't think you would know what a catalog would be.
I did.
You do?
I
okay,
do.
That's impressive.
Anybody ever heard of J.C. Penney catalog, Sears catalog?
Yes, my mother used the Sears catalog in her two-seater outhouse in the 1940s.
Go. Okay.
We won't,
hey, two-seaters.
For your younger viewers, we won't explain that any further.
Oh dear, do you see what we've been able to be blessed with here for the past 30 minutes? Barry's been in studio. So yes, Barry, we got to talk business here.
Yep.
To start us off, you guys are hosting a little event to support Camp Bethel, and fill us in on basically what you all do, what you guys are all about.
Yeah, so we have an annual storytelling festival. This will be the 21st year that we've had it. It's called the Sounds of the Mountains Storytelling Festival. We bring in regional and nationally known storytellers, about anywhere from 4 or 5 storytellers, and then we have a festival for the weekend where they basically are telling stories live from the stage. Your listeners may have heard of the National Storytelling Festival that's hosted in Jonesboro, Tennessee every year. We like to say this is sort of the little stepchild of the National Storytelling Festival, and it has really taken off. It's taken several years for it to really be big. We had to take 2 years off because of the pandemic. We were online, but this year we are returning to an in-person event. It'll be a little bit smaller, given that maybe people don't want to, crowd in, but we are taking some COVID measures or whatever. All of it is a fundraiser for Camp Bethel, for the ministry and the mission that we do at Camp Bethel. And our primary mission is a summer camp for kids and teenagers during the months of July and June. And that's what we've been doing since 1927, although now we're year-round and we do all kinds of things.
Okay, well, you've talked about the mission already. I was going to ask you about that. I'm glad you mentioned 1927, man. You guys have been around for a long time. So let me ask you this. We're talking about the, you said 21st Annual Sounds of the Mountain Storytelling Festival. I think we saw some video there, some indoors, some outdoors by the campfire. That's how I always envision good storytelling, maybe a scary, spooky story. But tell us more about what people can expect when they show up to this, other than like these great stories. What kind of stories are we going to hear? Tell us more for people who maybe have never heard of this or don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you take some of your best stand-up comedy, but have a long-form stand-up comedy where like there's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of description, but there's also a few tears sprinkled in because it's sentimental and sappy, but it's beautiful, it's funny, it's hilarious, it's musical. You're with people. That live interaction that you get from a person on stage and the feedback that the audience gives. There's also food and some vendors and just good time together. The tellers are accessible, so they're sort of like, they're not really celebrities, but they're kind of celebrities for a weekend at least. And so, people who come and attend the event can get up close and personal and meet the storytellers and hear kind of, what's life like in the biz.
The storytelling
biz.
Okay, so this festival you mentioned is going to basically raise funds for the camp. So talk about some of the benefits that the funds will provide specifically. I know you said camps for kids. What specifically will the money help with? Give us like a testimonial or something.
Okay, here's my testimonial. My testimonial is for what parents and families get out of a week of camp, which a week of camp for us is Sunday 4 o'clock through Friday 6:30. That's 16 full meals, fantastic activities, really loving and excellent counselors. A time away together in an intentional community. And our focus at Camp Bethel is really learning to live together. Now, we're at church camp, and so there's Christian learning as part of that. But really, in this time, from all the things we're hearing, even in your headlines, that this is a time that kids really need to learn how to live together. We have a scholarship program that allows families that might not be able to afford to attend camp for their kids to have a week at camp. What we're able to do is to offer this at really a very low price, and we can offer that price to anybody in the community who needs it for a week of camp. And that's what the storytelling fundraising helps with.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Also, I'm sure a lot of people would love to get involved in the festival or even a camp. So fill us in on how people could go about doing that.
Oh man, it's all web-based. So we were talking about catalogs and phone books, but okay, so let's try first. The festival website is soundsofthemountains.org. And the Camp Bethel website is campbethelvirginia.org with all the links to all the things that you would ever need.
All right.
There you go.
Perfect. I love it. And so the Sounds of the Mountains Storytelling Festival is returning April 8th through the 9th at Camp Bethel. And remember, you can scan the QR code here on your screen to get tickets. The festival will have fun stories, music, as Barry mentioned, springtime beauty, and all, of course, to raise funds for Camp Bethel in Fincastle. We will also have all the info over on our website, wdbj7.com. There's a look at some of the storytellers you'll hear from, and we'll post all that information up on our website. Thank you so much, Barry.
You didn't ask me what I got for Christmas in 1977.
Oh, gosh, because I wanted to, I needed some time.
It was a tape recorder that I could place in front of the speakers, the big giant wooden speakers that my father carved out of an oak tree, you know, to record album rock from Q99, album rock.
And this was, wait, so you got this from the store Best or the catalog?
From Best. You had to go to the actual store. You couldn't order it.
Despite that Barry thinks I'm a young whippersnapper here, Brent, I'll tell you my best story from the store Best.
Okay.
Yes.
In Arlington, Texas. Okay?
Even better.
I was about kindergarten, however old that is, and they had just come out with the Cricket doll. Y'all remember Cricket?
I do remember
You
that.
put a cassette in her back, and she like talked and sang you songs, and she was really cool. And she was like 2.5, 3 feet tall. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted her so bad, and we went to Best and got me the Cricket doll.
This is a great lead into like a scary story.
No, not Chucky.
The Cricket doll.
Cricket.
Really, really creepy.
No, but I know Best. I know
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best.
It's amazing.
I'm there.
All right, Roanoke listeners, send us your comments on Best Department Store.
Your memories.
Hashtag bring back Best.
Bring back Best. Just not right here. Hey, we're happy
Not
where
where
we
the
are.
studio's built.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that. Look back at that time frame. I remember mine. That's where I bought my first cassette tape.
Hey.
Best product. So, oh my gosh, how do we get on this?
I know.
Thanks for flashback.
Barry, it's Barry's fault.
Yes.